We are in the lower bracket. This is LawLiet and FoCuS in Group B, alongside Moon, who's waiting in the lower bracket final. And in Group A, we got Happy and Kaho fighting for the deciders match versus Colorful. But I don't want to spare you any more games. Fly doesn't seem to be online either, so we are going with Infi today. And the match is already on the way. Oh boy. Let's go, everybody. This shall be good. FoCuS starting off with a Fastia. What the hell is happening here? Keeper Panda versus Fastia Shadowhunter. We're 10 minutes late. Once again, sorry about that. Don't really know what happened in the early game. Massive Breath of Fire by LawLiet. Saved by the Bell, which is the heal self now. Heal wave now. Ooh, stressful morning. Yep, they started an hour early. Yep. My fault. 100% my fault, not the organizer's fault. There is an expansion, but only on the orc side, which it was something that we've seen yesterday a little bit in the epic clash between Moon and Lin. But this is a whole lot different. These guys are always playing a little differently from everybody else, especially when they're up against each other. The group stage match had this epic twisted series. And now, we have bears, we have dryads, we have a Fastia on FoCuS' side. This is wild, especially on a map like Concealed. So this base is under attack. Grunts are coming, Kodo is coming, supply looking fairly even. This Fastia, of course, not getting off the ground at all. Look at him, level 1.7, it's ridiculous. Doesn't even provide chain lightning at the moment. That Panda is a beast, but now he's running out of steam. Town portal needs to be used soon. There is no hex, can't prevent it. Potion passed, and he's just brute forcing that Great Hall. Does it look? Yep. The Breath of Fire seals the deal. And with that, we're down to one base situation. Do you want to continue fighting if you're LawLiet, or do you just want to get out on the cost of a town portal? There are quite a few herd units, but as I said, the mana on the Panda, that is an issue. Health on the back, on the back row units, also not that easy. Oh my god, what a slaughter this is. Both are approaching 40 pop. Reinforcements are coming. Panda and Keeper both fighting till the very last second. A lot of exit kills on both sides. FoCuS alive with Kodos and Shaman. Expo down. Frontline gone. And I think we're opening up the second last day of TP League with a banger. Whew. XPP, thank you for the sub. Hi mom, I'm on TV. This is of course again the best of 5. Later tonight we got the Meisterschaft qualifier. And we'll also see Happy. FoCuS immediately re-expanding. LawLiet approaching the middle. Is that thing still up? It looks like it. Inventory on both sides empty. We're 12 minutes in the game. All red spots are still there. FoCuS' lab is still there. The natural of LawLiet is still there. What did these guys do in the early game? Did someone see this? Cloak of Flames, not that bad. LawLiet yesterday was defeated by Moon 3-2. It was super close. FoCuS won a map against Lin, but then lost 3 maps in a row. For both of these guys, no shame in losing to 2 of the greatest of all time. But what now? FoCuS is re-establishing a base, comes with the Zeppelin. Feels like he doesn't want to fight anymore. Fastia is making quite some levels now. It must be chain lightning, like there's way too many dryads. The wolves are useless. And again, LawLiet's so aggressive this time. No TP, no potion, absolutely nothing to work with in terms of utility. Wants to go for the Shadowhunter? For the Fastia? Maybe there's another Breath of Fire. Why not both? If they're clumped up like this is an invite for a Breath of Fire, and he's just mauling at him. FoCuS, save your hero. He's just learning his spells, but that means the front line is exposed. The Panda has another Breath of Fire right now. It's level 2. The Shaman are falling apart, and so is FoCuS, I think. Massive supply lead now on the Night Elf side. Ruthless aggression, that's what it is. Staff should be ready. Retreats a little bit. Of course, Rejuve is working. And the Zeppelin had no impact in this game whatsoever. Brutal counter, two very different approaches after this fight settled. FoCuS wanted to expand again immediately, and then he was rushed by a very aggressive LawLiet. He'd love to have some mana now, but that's the only downside currently. And everything is healed up because rejuvenation is that damn strong. The shop is gone. No more potions. LawLiet is retreating. Just more dryads pushing on to 70. Can Kodos eat bears? Yes. I think it's smart to retreat a little bit. Get the heal scrolls. Get the involts. He has the resources. Infi on the evil emperor's throne. And away we go. FoCuS still in this, back at 50. Expo is up, but he's under the constant threat of LawLiet continuing this push. He has no heal scrolls. Now he has one. One heal scroll against the Breath of Fire. Is that enough? Against the full mana panda level 4. Doubtful. Highly doubtful. Treants and Breath take out the peons, and they will also take out this stronghold. There is a TP, so LawLiet can escape. Calculated this well. And that is FoCuS down to one base and no tech. What do the numbers below the heroes mean? The sword is damaged. The shield is how much damage they tanked. And the plus, I don't know, maybe something like healing. Something with healing, but I don't know. Spike barricades would have been good. I don't think he had the resources. This is an arms race. And FoCuS was very, very eager to get this expo up. Which till now didn't work. Another red spot. Other levels saving FoCuS somehow. Doesn't look like it. Got the bone chimes. That's nice. Panda with the mana potion and so close to 5. He can go to the green, and that's 5. Yeah, there's no stopping a level 5 panda in this matchup, is there? Is there anything better than a level 3 Breath of Fire? There's also level 2 Drunken Haze. And don't underestimate the movement speed debuff that Drunken Haze provides. I don't know. I would know. FoCuS needs a big play. He's back at tier 1. Goes for a Witch Doctor now. We have limited resources. We're approaching the 17-minute mark, 18-minute mark. 2k gold, okay. And FoCuS soaking up another red, but he's under a threat. And he has no TP. Yeah, there's no shadow of a doubt if this expansion goes down or not. Nope, just dead. Doesn't even need master form. The GNL bears kill the base. And concealed. I'm really curious why FoCuS is starting to play FoCuS here. He was always the one orc that mixed in a FoCuS on bigger maps every now and then. But that's about it. Okay, base race, but with... He has 4 raiders. That's okay. That's not nearly enough. Are we in another base race again? FoCuS is building a shop at the bottom. LawLiet not even cleaning this up, just jumping on his opponent. And there's 3 heal scrolls, but no TP, no speed scroll. FoCuS has to take this fight, and the front line against the level 3 Breath of Fire is just evaporating. No chance. With Moonwells in the back? No chance. Didn't even use the heal scrolls. Little bit of a mistake, in my opinion, but yeah. That is game and another. 2 heal scrolls gone. Well, 1 heal scroll gone. You didn't even see it, and FoCuS, yep, this is like, this didn't work. LawLiet takes it home. 1-0 for the vice champion of Raraland. From what we've seen, pretty dominant fashion. That wasn't really close. That push was just really damn well executed. And FoCuS didn't have the forces to hold up against it. 1-0 on Concealed, which is a solid orc map. Next up, is Echo Isles. Yeah, these two, I mentioned this in the group stage already. Whenever they play, it's something different. It's not your normal Night Elf versus Orc, because they played each other literally 400 times in series or something. So you can't surprise the other anymore, but they're still trying. They're also good practice partners. They did PTR patch talks together. So yeah, they know each other. They know what they're thinking about this specific matchup. A little bit about my day. I just woke up 15 minutes ago. Realized, oh damn, they start early. Took a shower. Had a little sip of coffee. I'm not even wearing socks right now. That's my status currently. So if I make a mistake or two, sorry about that. But we move on with the 1-0 lead for LawLiet onto Echo Isles. Is it another Keeper? Is it another FoCuS? Or will we go back to Blade? That's the first and major question here. You know, if you're feeling super cheeky, you go Warden. If you feel like, okay, FoCuS, you can't touch me, I'm gonna style on you. But no, it's Keeper, it's Blade. It's a $20,000 league. You don't want to fool around when your tournament life is on the line, because this is the stake in the first 2 matches of the day. Whoever is losing the match is out. Doesn't have a second chance. This is the second chance for all 4 competitors in the lower bracket semifinal. To FoCuS, to LawLiet, to Kaho, and, weird to say this, but to Happy. So they will scout this out. And then the regular games unfold, but knowing LawLiet, I wouldn't be too surprised to see an AP push here. Second best Orc versus second best Night Elf. Very sure. 64-2, thank you for the tier 1 sub. What is dead may never die. Right on, mate, right on. Also, like, this chair fits Infi so well, doesn't it? The evil emperor. As I said yesterday already, straight up Star Trek Mirror Universe. But okay, we've seen Blade Master Keeper a million times in the past. So far, LawLiet not teching, just a Huntress transition, which is of course also a little slower than the regular tech. This is why FoCuS is far ahead in tech and will be far ahead in tech. So on Echo Isles, it's kind of rare to see the regular 2 bases, right? in this matchup. It's kind of rare to see this map in this matchup in general. Jolene TV, thank you for the sub. Oh, important steal. FoCuS a little faster, moving across the map, gets the staff. And this map is kind of weird because expansions are so far away from your opponent's natural. Having a staff here against Entangle, when you know that you have to, like, probably have to cancel expansions, is so amazing. Little side note, by the way, this is one of the last tournaments on 1.34. The balance that we had for 20 months and more. On January 19, the new patch hits. And then it's a new age. Keeper is making some progress. LawLiet expanding on the spot, which is also not too common. Berserker makes a big change, as usually. You don't want to go for headhunters early, but if a mercenary camp is available and you have a solid front line already, why not? This damage against hunts is great. Parry up, not ideal. Want some damage, want some utility, and there is a sneaky AP. Oh, FoCuS sees it, nice. He's wide awake today. Good defense by LawLiet. He has the owls up. This is something some Night Elf players just neglect. How helpful owls are against the Saras. You can always attack the blade. Of course, scouting, it's clear. You can always attack the blade. Shadowhunter is out, and since the mercenary camp is already up, there's not too much left to creep for the Shadowhunter, at least safely. Level 2, yep, easy, but then he has to approach Marketplace, 12 o'clock. And LawLiet decides to go off the current meta and is not playing an aggressive alchemist. He just stays defensively. Mirror image saves the day. A little unlucky with the positioning of the real Blade Master. But yeah, this is as normal as it gets in a matchup between Night Elf and Orc. So FoCuS gotta make a decision. Brute force this expo or expand yourself. LawLiet's forces aren't up yet. The expo isn't up yet. But the more time you give the elf, the harder it gets. Ooh, I love the ring. 8 armor on an 800 HP alchemist. That is fantastic. Yeah, can't snipe that at all. Slower mid game. I think by now it's pretty clear that FoCuS is counter expanding. Interesting position. Was the ward blocking the original position, so he moves it a little bit to the right? This is a lot of surface area for hunts. I wonder. Shop control, but no hex, no end snare, just a little bit of purge with good control. This should be a safe keeper. And in the meantime, Alchemist is level 3. That's super fast. And FoCuS getting distracted by tiny trees. because he has to save his Berserker. I like that position a lot for LawLiet. More often than not, he has the upper hand against FoCuS. Will it be the same again today? Will FoCuS be eliminated as the first player on day 9? Day 10 of this league. FoCuS needs a big play. He didn't go for his patented Blade Master. He was guarding the rest of the army, more or less. And so he didn't cancel the Entangled. Expanding on the spot, maybe a smart choice. Couldn't be attacked on the transit from Mercenary Camp to Natural. Yo, thank you, old mate dad, for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. But, oh, there's an AP. FoCuS scouted the AP in the main, but he's not scouting for this one. Maybe the reinforcements? Yeah, the reinforcements will catch it. Okay, he knows now. Is he able to cancel it? The yellow dots are only peons. Okay, Shaman gets the Berserker. But we're getting a fight on the back of this AP. This is a perfect timing for LawLiet. So much distraction. And he's in position. 62 supply. Upgrades kicking in. Heroes are where they want to be. Not too many consumables. That might hurt because the Invul Potion went to the blade. But FoCuS, he has to go for this. And in that time, while FoCuS is killing that AP, LawLiet can move into a perfect position. What is the perfect position? Love the setup so far for FoCuS. All the ranged units hurt, and usually the strength of LawLiet in these fights is Wisps. But do you see Wisps? I don't. There we go. Blade Master, Lightning Shield into the backline. Wants to take care of the archers. Blade Master has an Invul Potion, as I said. Can also use Mirror Image. No room for error in these fights. FoCuS, man, that positioning was gold. And he's also catching the reinforcements because LawLiet didn't fix the rally point. Ouch, this is losses that you don't want to take, but it's still a big force. It's still 65 supply. FoCuS is catching up, slowly but steady. Now FoCuS fire on the Alchemist. That ain't working, man. 9 armor. Never. Blade Master in trouble. This time he doesn't have a potion. He bought it now. Treants attack the peons to get some echo damage in. And here are the wisps that I was talking about. The Shaman line up perfectly! Massive detonate, nothing to work with on the Shaman anymore. And now the Shadow Hunter. Can he burn the Shadow Hunter? That's clearly the target. 2 Berserkers up for grabs, another potion. The detonates are money! And now what's left? 45 supply only. The resilience by LawLiet pushing through with this big army despite the better positioning by FoCuS in the very beginning. He just can't touch the Hunts. Keeper, Alchemist, Archers, Treants did the fight, and now Hunts are supposed to clean this up. The Glaives are, of course, jumping onto the units in the back. It's basically down to a Blade Master. He has no Lightning Shield to work with, and he's blocking himself with the Grunt. Oh, that was unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Alchemist is here to the rescue. 70 supply. LawLiet dominating on Echo Owls. At least so far. Will there be this one mistake, one slip that turns the game around and saves FoCuS's life on the back of this? LawLiet, of course, on 2 bases. Alchemist again in trouble, but there's even a big potion. This is clearly a mistake by FoCuS to go for the Alchemist. What a boss with the 2 rings. Berserker down. 1 lousy lightning shield. Easily countered by Shadow Meld. And now Hunts are more or less dead. We got 5 still, but FoCuS's army is not existent. And it's just a matter of time. The heal spray is absurd. 6,700 healing in that fight. Well, this is not looking great. There, spike is over, alright. FoCuS still holding on to dear life. But with what? With nothing! 2-0 for LawLiet. Pretty clean. Pretty one-sided. He never gave an opening to his opponent to harass that entangled gold mine. Always kept him busy. And when FoCuS can't use his blade to get to the entangled gold mine, then you know you're in trouble. Expansion, too easy. And then that's the easiest part of a Night Elf play. If you have an expansion and you can't play that tier 2 mass. Also great positioning. Distracting with the AP. The AP is not allowed to get online. Ever. So very unfortunate position for FoCuS. But he's a marathon man. He shows great resilience in this series. When he's down 0-2, he's not giving up. Not at all. But so far, it feels like LawLiet is a level ahead today. He comes prepared, and he comes in swinging. Thank you, Nivaden, for the 100 bits. I hope today's matches are as crazy as the 30-minute Lin versus Moon game yesterday. LOL. Yeah, we're clearly blessed. Like, this week alone, we had the Lin versus LawLiet match that was insane with the 4-3. We had the Labyrinth versus Lin match that was insane. We had the 2-2 of TH and Fly versus Happy and Lin, which was absurd. And then we had Moon versus Lin yesterday. Like, it is a great time to be a Warcraft fan, everybody. So what's next? I was very loud in saying that FoCuS is the better Orc vs Night Elf player than Lin, and he's the best Orc vs Night Elf player. Today, I don't feel it. There's no magic. There's no crazy comebacks. Or is it just the strength of LawLiet? Can also spin the narrative. But then LawLiet lost to Lin in the Show Cup. I think what we can say is that all four, FoCuS, Lin, LawLiet, and Moon, are operating on a crazy level in this matchup. And things are about to change, as the patch will be hitting shortly next week. This is the last weekend with patch 1.34. I haven't followed Warcraft 3 for almost a year, and the first thing I hear that Lin isn't the best orc at everything. That was the only matchup where it was allowed to have a discussion, okay? And yesterday, Lin made a good case that he is the best Orc versus Night Elf player, so this is not a weakness of Lin. This was just the strength of FoCuS in this matchup. And only this matchup. Otherwise, there's no discussion. FoCuS with the same build. Blade Master again. LawLiet the same. Windwalk first for very early harass. Wants to prevent level 3. Can't prevent level 2, so maybe one part of the game plan already failed a little bit. It's a lot about the consumables. You want them as fast as you possibly can. The watch awards, the illusions. January 19 already? Was announced yesterday. Good. Oh, amazing inventory for the Keeper. That's insane. That is the best. Claws, mantle, illus. It doesn't get better. FoCuS comes in for some last hits. But he has no Windwalk. The clarity was cancelled. FoCuS not as sharp as usual. LawLiet on the way to tier 2, but no expansion. Oh, there was good experience here now. Couple of last hits. But that only unlocks mirror image. Ooh, the Watcher ward. Wow! Okay, he kinda heard or saw FoCuS dropping the ward here. This is match points, by the way. This is FoCuS facing elimination. He needs to win 3 maps in a row against LawLiet. And that is when usually the matches between the two are so close. 2-1, 3-2, 4-3. Level 2 on the blade now. Mirror image to escape. Keeper in trouble there. Is he forced into a town portal? I don't think so. Oh, here we go. It's Windwalk. It's backstab, but he has no mana. And the Keeper creating some distance. He has another entangle. Will it be enough? Alchemist heal spray would be a lifesaver. There it is. And that was a lot of damage towards the first hero. But what about the rest? Ah, okay. Are you sure about that? Shadowhunter creeping. This should be a little better than Echo Isles, where creep camps weren't necessarily that accessible. Point of mana stealing. Okay, not great. Until they get patched on Thursday. No staff, just dust. And a crystal ball at the natural. Oh, that's also not too great. Ambush by FoCuS. He's playing this a lot more aggressive than the matches before. Can't prevent level 3. Can he prevent the Alchemist from living? He's trying to block with the Grunt, but it doesn't work. The Grunts are not FoCuS's best friends. And they surrounded the Keeper. Book of the Dead. This has gotta be a town portal. Nice reaction. So at least he got that. Can clean this up or go to the shop because it should be very, very safe to creep that now, especially with the Book of the Dead. Town portal traded. Still big investment, but I think that was also the only moment where he can use the scroll of the dead. Wyvern, Expo Harass. I like it. This one additional Wyvern is just great damage if the Shadowhunter can't reach level 3 immediately. Blade Master with the Rune Braces, instant sell. Can afford an Invo Potion for that. And LawLiet, for the longest time, is only on 1 base. Thank you, Kristen, for the 12-month resub. A whole year. FoCuS is sacrificing his Blade Master progress, finds a level +9 claw in return. So many treants. There's no TP. FoCuS saw this. Oh my, Alchemist is super hurt. No staff, no TP, and FoCuS just jumping on that expo. That one came up too late. I wonder why. Detonates are nice, especially on the Shadowhunter. Shaman are completely empty. But what about the anti-air? Will this Wyvern not just reign supreme? Gonna see about that. LawLiet. This is the fight of the game. Another 2 detonates. This is so expensive. This was 300 gold. And the Blade Master. How long can he stay online? At least for 7 seconds. Little bit of healing with the scroll on the Alchemist, who has no mana anymore to heal him. No staff. Oh, there is a staff. He just purchased it. Sick. Saved by LawLiet just in the right moment. And the Treants. They get this back. They push this back. And LawLiet is alive with a 2 base. FoCuS trying to establish 2 bases as well. I love that FoCuS comes out so aggressive when his tournament life is on the line. He was passive on map 2 and that didn't work. So switch it up. Greedy. No TP again. Stays at 50 for a long time. Okay, LawLiet must be sure that FoCuS is also pulling back. And that is the biggest objective on the map left. Next to the Invul Potion and Heal Scrolls, of course. Battle Bongos, kind of fine. 7% damage, not too much though. Thank you, Eula the Great, for the raid. We're watching the best Warcraft players on the planet. In a $20,000 league. If FoCuS can... Oh my god! Plus 27 without a Kodo. Yep, that's a head scratch right there, if you're LawLiet. Double claw plus 9. This is insane. And the Kodo aura on top. Well, he has to rebuild it. Big red numbers, everybody. Look at him go. It's only crit level 2, but wait for this blade to get to level 4. If he's ever gonna reach... He's 2-shotting archers. 142 on crit level 1. How do you break this? How do you stop this? There's no great solution. Heal wave 2 as well to support this blade. Mirror image to get out. Invul Potion in the inventory. Can he dodge fights so the Blade Master isn't too impactful? I don't think he can. Maybe Zappelins, but it's also risky against Ensnare. But I think that has to be the play now. Shadowhunter also level 5. FoCuS maneuvered himself into a must-win situation. Trying to do the trade. There's no TP. But there's also no Tree of Life anymore. That was fast. He will sacrifice his own base for it. And we have a base race. That's what it's at. Light can go back home. FoCuS. Oh, FoCuS bought a town portal now as well. Game of chicken. Who does more damage? There's a pit stop. Is there a level nearby? Not really. And now he goes home. Is that the sign for FoCuS to leave as well? Look at the blade. It's in the middle of everything. 116 goes for the keeper pretty much immediately. Lightning shield on top of everything. 122 crit. The damage is insane. 126. He just wipes the keeper of the map. At what cost? A lot of army, I'd say. But not even that too much. Keeper dead. Was that FoCuS too one-sided though? A heal scroll was gone. The town portal, of course. No deny. And we have one base again. And usually this should help FoCuS, especially with the XP jump on the Shadowhunter and Blade Master. Like, if these guys get to 5 and 4, I don't see LawLiet winning this anymore. But the army is still fine. Close to 4 on the blade. FoCuS still has 500 gold. Not going tier 3 like Lin yesterday. Oh, LawLiet is not fully mining. Now he is. Still hanging on. Yeah, this should be relatively easy cancel. Like Blade Master alone can do it. We're also getting close to level 5 Alchemist, never to be underestimated. But FoCuS wants to end this. He doesn't want to give LawLiet the chance to get his keeper back. He's still benched for 100 seconds. And that's level 4. Crit level 2. Big red numbers. Skillet FoCuS. Skillet. He probably has other things to do right now. Yeah, it's still the level 1 crit for now. But that's enough apparently. Level 5. Does help. Lightning shield in the back again. The Ring of Regen is superb, by the way. And now it's crit level 2. Look at him go. This is very little army, though. Is he just pulling back as the Blade Master is about to die? Does he have another Sentinel up his sleeve? Maybe FoCuS overestimated this a little bit. LawLiet holds without a keeper. Needs a heal scroll. Needs a heal scroll or a heal wave desperately. Alchemist level 5, everybody. He's a magician. But the Shaman have full mana. 189. No mana on the Shadowhunter. Is this still fightable? Lightning shield would be so good. 192 critical strike. But FoCuS can't do this. Imagine this fight with a keeper. The Hunts are just... There's no Serpent Ward, so the Hunts reign supreme. Ooh, this was an overcommitment. A big overcommitment. Investing all his mana, which is very, very little, into Heal Wave to support the Blade. And, of course, the Grunts. But usually the secret in winning with Orc vs Night Elf is Serpent Wards, Serpent Wards, Serpent Wards. And now the Keeper is back. And that is Entangle. And Treants for days. Level 5 on the Shadow. That will help a ton, but the mana is the issue. Blade Master, a little bit of a glass cannon with 2 circlets. Not that much, but yeah, has to go for a town portal, and this is so rare. The AP is killing the Great Hall. Guys, FoCuS about to be knocked out. If the second base is up for a bit more. Is that triple engine? No, he lost the second engine war, right? LawLiet could relatively easy Q tier 3 and win the game from there. But FoCuS is not tapping out without a fight. Not at all. Scouting for more bases. And LawLiet has some issues re-establishing the army. Even supply is always favoring Orc on same tier. No shop. Good call, chat. No mana currently, or not too much mana. But wisps are available. Now we get Serpent Wards, but it is just too late. Here they are. 3 wisps. Can they break through? There's no AoE. There's not much disable. Potion on the Alchemist. Detonates are really nice. But how do you win this fight when the Alchemist is dead? FoCuS. All eggs. 1 basket. Critical strike. And he couldn't pass anything because there was none. Now the big healer is gone. FoCuS takes his heart into his hands. Goes for one last push. And it should be working. Because now there's just Blade Master Rampage. Level 5. Level 3 crit. Oh, this is scary. Hunts are dying in seconds. 268. And that's the tree down. A desperate push attempt. Last second. Might win FoCuS the game. And the crits. Of course, the crits. This blade isn't even maxed out. He has another claw on his Shadowhunter. But he values the HP and the armor a little more. Understandably so. Loktarogar. Alchemist back. Not having full mana, not having great utility was a problem. But FoCuS is very satisfied with this win. It's all about additional income in this matchup. Mana potion, double invul. Hero focus shouldn't really work. It was the last mirror image though. It's a good way to show FoCuS that you're still in fighting shape. $600 gold for FoCuS. Conservatively banking. LawLiet wants level 5. Wants the big item. No second base. As we are almost mined out. You can just move over the tree and then we have one base, one base. Unholy Aura. More movement speed. The regen, I guess, neglectable. More treants. LawLiet's deforestation was crazy already on level 2. Now it's 4 treants per spell. Okay, round 2. Mains are almost empty. We do have Nature's Blessing, so transitioning from main base to natural shouldn't be that hard. And FoCuS is not forcing the issue, but oh my god, is he close to 6 on the Shadowhunter. Level 3 Serpent Wards, fantastic. LawLiet is forced into more archers with that. Combo for the next storm. Double invul, double mana, clarity, staffs, and these levels. FoCuS, this has to be your game. Might change this later, I don't know. Thank you for the tier 2 sub. Much love. Did this not display? Ah, it did. Yeah, thanks. Subbing right before one of the final fights. There is a chance for LawLiet to maybe... Oh no, he can't expand again. He has no gold. At least he's mining now. But the supply is against him. The hero levels are against him. The utility is against him. Everything is against him. Money2Black, thank you for the 41-month resub. Happy New Year to you, Neo, the team from Australia, for a great 2022 and even better 2023. Hard to top Rara Land, but we're trying. Ooh, Wisps are getting sniped by a backstab. They didn't connect too well. Maybe need another round from the main. Oh, this is so hard to fight now. Grunt frontline established. Serpent ward set up. Blade Master in focus fire. But yeah, there's heal wave level 3. And boom, he's back up to almost full health. Huge fight here. But the Orc has such a massive lead. This is 20 supply away from the norm. Grunted is chasing archers. So the damage uptime by LawLiet is not that great. Kodo is gone. Everything's kind of hurt, but there's this heal wave for days with a potion popped. This is a lot of damage done by LawLiet though. And now FoCuS has had enough. He wants the big red numbers. He gets the big red numbers. 252. And Grunt's just disappearing. They're almost all gone. Are you kidding me? 2 more kills on the line. There we go. He's fighting into the snake pit. Is that his end? FoCuS at 42. He only has the shaman left. How is this possible? Town portaling out now. At the back end of this fight, there was a lot of kills going FoCuS's way, but he's down to a grunt and shaman. He was at, what, 65 supply or something? Huge losses on both sides. Army-wise, not too much. 10 archers dead, though. Oh my god. Okay, it was like 20 units dying. There's not much left, that's what I wanted to say. 15,000 damage on the Blade Master. But we got Transmute. Level 6 Alchemist. Transmute, one of the strongest ultimates in the game. Can always sell a Raider. It's always a lot of gold. Raider Grunt. That should be the targets, I guess. But FoCuS, just like in the mid-game, is not allowing LawLiet anything. Transmute does cost quite a bit of mana, so do you want that? It's insta-gip. There we go. And takes away so much control of the enemy army and gives you gold. Serpent ward set up. Needs to be taken out by archers before engaging into this fight, and this costs him the entangled gold mine. Cooldown, pretty short on Transmute. For what it does. What does Transmute do? It kills the unit that you target and you get the gold that the unit cost. So you turn an enemy unit into gold. That you get yourself. Level 6 Blade. Will we get all 4 Blade Master spells? It is an insane item. Item? Spell. We also get Blade Storm. Level 6 Shadowhunter. Okay, that was a lot of gold too. Smart by LawLiet to go for the creeps and give you more gold. But it's another 20 supply lead, and that's the Tree of Ages down. No more mana potions. And you kinda need mana potions if you want to do Transmute. And FoCuS is mining for days. Can you lose games? With transmute? For years! I thought, no, it's not, but FoCuS might prove me wrong. But what do you do now? Where do you push? How do you rebuild? There's no income. There's not even gold to build another tree. I mean, he can't transmute. Boop. Only going for the gold value. Invested into archers and a huntress. Okay, I don't see FoCuS losing this anymore, despite transmute. Close to Tranquility, Blade Storm into the archers, and they're out of the fight, and the supply is already low. And now, without the archers, there's no damage. Like, nothing. FoCuS plowing through now. Has to be 256 on the crit. There is a heal potion, there is heal spray, there is Tranquility now. But there's also crits. Oh my god. That's too much. And that is 308. And Keeper. Elk is on the menu, everybody. And even LawLiet gotta realize that this is over and FoCuS is alive. Losing the first two matches didn't deter him from winning this one. Yep, I'm back. He's back. And this wouldn't be the first best of 5 turnaround by FoCuS that I've ever seen. That happens quite a bit. So will LawLiet get deterred now? Or to think, okay, this was kind of crazy. High levels, this never really happens. You need to announce crits like the guys at darts. 265! Like that? This will rip my throat though. Still match points LawLiet. And the game is up. And the game will be played on Twisted Meadows. The best map of all time. And this always allows for craziness. We've been there this week. Neo should be a dart announcer. But who's doing Warcraft then? We got 4 ultimates. No, 3 ultimates. Of course, Big Bad Voodoo is kind of trash because it can be cancelled. And it is a Blade Master. The cheeky Farseer is gone. And of course, Keeper for LawLiet. Tree on the right hand side, not going for the shop or anything. This is also on the opposite side of where FoCuS is creeping, so instant harass is pretty much impossible. FoCuS has good raider attacks that can bring the game his way. In the group stage, this game ended up with the base race, last building that was built on an island, because FoCuS got backstabbed by red dragons. Drakes, excuse me. I know the internet differentiates a lot between that. But yeah, that's what we hopefully can expect from this match as well. So far, probably match of the year. Still match points LawLiet. And he knows that Northern Isles is a pretty good orc map, so probably not deterred. Starting off with the Pendant of Energy. That's nice. Blade. Boop. Coming in with the steel. That prevents level 2, right? I think so, in FoCuS. Turns out, the aggressive play is the way to go, as it seems. Match of the year has been Casper's Hambam. That was pretty good yesterday in the weekly. 40-minute undead human. Don't see that too often. He doesn't have... Okay, now he has Entangle. And maybe this grunt went too far. And I think he did. 4 units around with the Treants. Smooth as silk. No deny. Okay, that's a big XP jump. And an expansion, of course. FoCuS with the head scratch already. He knows that this was a little bit of a blunder. Too confident in his Blade Master ability that he prevents level 2 when he couldn't. With the heads being scratched at the end of the game as well. FoCuS can't find him. Some more free creeping for LawLiet. That's of course the advantage of Twisted. A big map. Scouting abilities needs to be on top. And LawLiet goes for the second base. Which is also called the third base. Yeah, some people in chat have a math PhD, but I'm pretty good at that stuff as well. Wow, the greed! Is that the Twisted build? Is that the Keeper Bottom build? Okay. Okay. LawLiet on Twisted. What a sight to behold. Big mana potion though. But yeah, it's really tough for Orc to knock down these expansions. There's also very little scouting going on. He sees the one. That was the one he expected, I guess. But what about the north? Does FoCuS remember the north? Yeah, tier 3 rush. Beastmaster. Okay, we move away from the bottom. And go... Keeper Beastmaster talents. Talents on Twisted, I thought it's suicide. But LawLiet, he knows Night Elf better than me. He knows this game better than me. He has a good reason. FoCuS at 40. 10 supply ahead. Seems like... he doesn't find a good solution. Does he know about the talents? Yeah, Radar Walker, okay. The bases are up soon. He's entangling. And yeah, there's one counter expansion. But what does it do? Lynn found a solution almost immediately. But that was also Bottom, not Beastmaster. So FoCuS has to knock down one expansion and get the other one up. Cool Beast and Hawk for the vision. Good engagement. And the big mana potion is still there. Plus 10 Blade Master already. Bladestorm. Oh, plus an agility tome. Bladestorm not too bad against buildings either. And FoCuS, yeah, pillage. You can't build a third base as Orc. It's too expensive, takes too long. So why not pillage? Tier 3 is on the way, but it's not there. And FoCuS has a very good idea. Is he going for sappers? No, there was a wisp scouting it. And I think the lab is also not crapped. Is LawLiet willing to defend this? When master training isn't even started, I think he just lets it go. That was a 400 gold expansion. That's gone. Interesting game. Something we rarely see in Warcraft 3. Big map, rare. And talents on a big map, even rarer. Yep, that base is dead. Big move by FoCuS. And he's buying time. Is it possible to play talents? Oh my god, FoCuS aggression is working out so well. Talent dead. The master training didn't even start yet. Critical strike for 100. Berserker safe to the side. The Quilbies, they don't do that much damage. They got the inferior attack type. And LawLiet has to TP away. Uh-oh, this is also floodgates open for the bottom. FoCuS knows that there is another base. Oh, he's playing this so well. His expo is up. He cancelled one base. There is... Oh, he scouts another third base. He got all the answers. Beastmaster not level 3. Talent Master training just begun. LawLiet is forced into this fight, which he really doesn't want to take at this point. Because this army is so weak. Talents are falling in seconds. Raiders ambushing them. There's Fairy Fire. Okay. But the tree is healing and being repaired. FoCuS, do you want to take this fight? He has a town portal to get out if he wants to. No ethereal form. That's one walker down. That's another walker down. But the beastie, he has an invo potion. Has to be staffed out. No more summons. It's only the keeper now trying to hold this. He has a staff. There's another ensnare. Uh-oh, the town portal is not on the keeper. And FoCuS puts on a clinic on Twisted Meadows. The greed of LawLiet. And there's still 3 raiders. You can't do anything. The grunt in the north killed the base. My god, FoCuS coming back swinging. The first 2 games were pretty much warm up. And now this is the real strength. And that makes you think. Oh, who wins this? Pop! He lost 3 trees of life already. And FoCuS is up a base. And that's game. Yep, that didn't work. He wanted to be stylish. He wanted to be greedy. But FoCuS saw this coming. He had the far side even without the Blade Master. And Twisted goes to Orc. So now... LawLiet winning the first 2. FoCuS has the momentum. This is TP life, tournament life on the line on the final map 5. Which is Last Refuge. And that is the start to a day with 4 best of 5s in a row. Did that break LawLiet? Or does he know, okay, Northern Isles a little bit Orc favored, Twisted. I was trying hard to be as greedy and flashy as possible, play outside the box. But FoCuS with all his experience did smack it down. I told you, when the score was 0-2, never count FoCuS out. Never, ever. Vincenzo Lotso, thank you for the sub. He's gonna cast 20 games if all goes well. Plus the ESL Meisterschaft qualifier later tonight, where all the players, all the people from Germany, Austria, and Switzerland must sign up. If you're a Warcraft fan, you support the scene by signing up to the Meisterschaft qualifier. But that is up for later. First, we're gonna conclude the lower bracket semifinal. One game for glory. Or for survival, rather. Is he aware of how cheeky the builds were? And that he put himself into that position? Or is LawLiet's momentum just gone and FoCuS take 3 maps here? Last Refuge, how fitting. Bladed Keeper. Keeper on LR. There's been quite a story in this tournament with Keeper on LR. Many people tried it, many people failed. Hard to get level 3, easy to disrupt. Lin wasn't able to get level 2, I think. But this was Moon trying to play Keeper Mass Hunts or Keeper Mass Tier 1 with an Expo, and Lin punished it so freaking hard. If everything goes according to plan, this is Keeper Talents. Be Bygone, thank you for the 100 bits. And LawLiet, yeah, as Toxie says it in chat as well. He came up with Keeper Talents on LR. If you win this map, you double your prize money to $750. Aluminium Sausage, 100 bits, thank you. That is the level 2, that is the Circlet Mantle Opener. Pretty good. Tier 2, more archers, no Hunter's Hall. I think our prediction is correct. Keeper Talents. FoCuS, he had tremendous games versus Talents. In the group stage especially. We got a hype train going on. Let's freaking go, guys! Not only on the maps, but also on Twitch. 20 years in Warcraft 3 still has $700 prizes, holy. $700 for rank 5 to 6. The winner takes home $9,000. Neverden, thank you for the 100 bits as well. So Keeper level 2 is almost as good as it gets, but LawLiet is not stopping there, ever. Steals away some experience from FoCuS' side, I like that. And FoCuS maneuvers around the Keeper. Yeah, this is really important. There's no shenanigans anymore. The winner of this faces Moon in the lower bracket final. Second circuit for LawLiet, and he feels comfortable enough to go for the mercenary camp. This is a big camp. TC, which will be the second hero for FoCuS if everything goes well and correct, he will have struggle leveling. Oh, plus 13 and 540 mana on this Keeper. Shadowhunter. It's no TC. A switch up by FoCuS. He is identifying talents. He's playing Raider Walker. He knows. Oh, what a timing by LawLiet. Got the Berserker. The Lodge is up for grabs, as well as the Beastery. He wants the Burrows, though. FoCuS is ready for a little bit of repair. Is it enough? 4 treants hacking and slaying away. This is number 1 in FoCuS, only getting the shop. This is really not too much. Portal's back home now with the TP, big investment. And these forces are lousy. Shadowhunter is out, alright. But FoCuS needs to keep this burrow up. He is supply blocked already. He can go for upgrades while he's building the burrow. Okay, was a little bit too greedy maybe. Is he diving in again? No. Beastery up, Lodge up. All this, okay, this forced a town portal, a burrow, a grunt. That's expensive. Demon Hunter second. Not the very best. I think he expected a TC, as we all did. He has to dive deep now. Nice to use the illusions for damage against the Ancient of War. Slow down the Keeper, slow down the Demon. And a lot of repair. Correct, JSRX. Correct. The big mana potion was used as well. And talents are coming. Tier 3 is almost there. Levels by FoCuS are not good. He can't build an army. He has to play without raiders at the moment, without walkers. And you want the walkers out as fast as possible so they gather mana. Not moving out with talents. Not too many. Just one for the Fairy Fire. The other is safe in the base. FoCuS didn't decide on a spell yet. This can be a surprise hex. This can be Raider Lockdown Serpent Wards. And Shadowhunter, where do you find the levels? The Mercenary Camp gone. The Natural gone. He has to start with the Overseer. And he's very, very, very slow at creeping. Serpent Ward Heal Wave it is. Okay. No hex. The calm before the incoming storm. And the storm is at 60%. Cyclone online soon. No level 3 blade. No level 3 Shadowhunter. This is an issue. Double circle on the demon. So much intelligence on the Keeper. FoCuS still trying to get that 50 pop up. Talents coming, master training done. LawLiet, the weakest spot of his game are done. Boots of Kel'Thalas. These items are insane. And he got level 3. FoCuS. Is that the push for the lower bracket final, or is it too late? Peons are coming. With Spirit Link, they soak up a lot of damage. LawLiet, oh, very early Fairy. I think it's out of position. And now he's supply blocked. The units that LawLiet is losing now, he can't rebuild. But looks like this was just a PoCuS. Get it? Because he was poking into the base. Double orb. He has the gold. Pillage now. But how How can LawLiet lose this? He shouldn't be losing this. Serpent Ward's on the high ground. Blade Master super hurt, but has the potion. Might be forced into it immediately. This time, the fairy is in a better position. Might be able to reach this spell. Blade is back. Book of the Dead surrounded the Demon Hunter. Staff is up. Can get him out, but then the Demon Hunter is not part of the fight. You want to burn as much as possible. That fight is weird. FoCuS has the high ground, but the fairy damage against the walkers and the creep damage against the walkers, this is so wonky. FoCuS is taking 10-15 seconds to get the raiders into position. Was that just too much? Tournament life on the line. Shadowhunter in a bad spot, but so is the demon. Trying to reposition with the talents. We got 7 cyclones left. Blade, what's left for him? An invo potion, and the damage now is really good. And Tangle! Deny lasted by the creeps, but it doesn't really matter because the value is just not on the map. Blade Master next on the menu. Still 41 supply. FoCuS on roller skates, and he's out after winning 2 maps in a row. The third one wasn't his. LawLiet struggling a little bit in the middle of the series, but he advances and he will get his rematch versus Moon, which was a banger yesterday. This will be our 3rd series of the day, the Korean Night Elf Mirror. FoCuS had a great start into the tournament, but then dipped a little bit, as so often. When it counts, he can't show his very best. We've seen the very best on play day 2, 3, 4, where he was insane, and I thought, okay, this might be a top 4 run for him, but no, stopped again in a matchup that he usually loves. But LawLiet countered him quite hard on CH, on Echo Isles especially. The Northern Isles was a nice comeback. Twisted Meadows was almost a free win, and Last Refuge spiraled out of control. With LawLiet's patented Keeper talent strat, made it work, and the vice champion of Rara Land is still up. All he has to do is to defeat the GOAT, and then he has a top 4 run. Ladies and gentlemen, I desperately need to refill my coffee to get into the adequate hype levels to cast for you Happy versus Kao. Another tournament live on the line, this time Group A. We'll be right back.